Hello, Mr. Joe. Am I right?
Yeah. You're
Are
right.
you comfortable with me calling you Joe?
Well, you can call me Casey.
Casey.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Casey. Uh, Thank you for agreeing to meet with me. My name is Ezera Emetsu. I work with the agency here, and I'm a clinical social worker. So
Okay.
what we do is we try to identify issues people have, and when they tell us about the issues, we look at clinical approach, how we can help them with such issues. So from your record here, I see that you traveled a lot of miles to be here today.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell me about it. How did you hear about the agency?
Well, a friend of mine like referred me to come here, and like he believed that if I came here, I would be able to like get some therapy that will help me. So we talked about it a few days ago, and I realized is that I need some help and I need somebody to talk to. So I decided that I will come here.
Your visitor. So,
Yeah.
well, thank you for coming. We really appreciate you taking our time to want to seek professional help.
You're welcome.
Yes. So, like I said, my name is Ezera. I'm a social worker here, and I would like to state that our conversation is strictly confidential. We respect every information you give to us, and we can assure you that every information said here today would not be shared with a third party. And I also like to tell you that you are free to end this interaction or this session if you feel a certain way at any point during the conversation. You can always tell me, and you're not obliged to tell me anything and everything. You know, I would want you to be as open as possible, but also I would love to respect your privacy. So please feel free at any point and let me know if it's too personal, if it's too sensitive enough, and I'll be glad to give you a break. Then we can always reconverge to have further conversation. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, it's okay with me. I truly wanted to talk to somebody. I think that was the reason why I came. I am like ready for that.
Okay, okay. Thank you so much. So
Mm.
from our records here, it shows that you have a gambling issue. So tell me
Yeah,
about it.
yeah. I actually gambled a lot, and it's something that have been bothering me, and like I've been going through some issues gambling with soccer and even with friends. Like it just happens that I just got this urge. We might be in an argument, and I might just like talk to somebody. Then we have to bet about this that I am right. I just feel it's a way that I have put myself into making money, and it doesn't necessarily went out to be that way, but it's affecting me seriously, and I don't know how to do with this. But every now and then I engage in gambling. I gamble with soccer. I gamble with different kind of sports, and even in normal life with people when we argue, I gamble with them as well.
Okay, okay. So I would like to understand better. How long have you been gambling? This history of gambling. How long have you been gambling?
I think I've been into this for like many years. I would say when I was in high school,
High school. Like what age were you at that time?
I was like around 14, 15.
Okay.
That was when I started gambling. When I usually go to school, like it started with tossing the coin with my colleagues when we go to school. We
Okay.
like toss a coin.
Okay.
We say head or star. If you guess, you win the money.
Mm.
If you miss, the person who tossed the coin will win the money. So like that was how it started, and there are a couple of times that I will do it that I will make so much money out of it, and
Okay.
it got used to me, and then became an addiction, and then I took it out of school and started going into gambling center in my home country, and then I started doing it on a regular basis, and then it became part of me, and then this football betting company was established like a few years back,
Okay.
and then like I see the movement, a lot of youth, a lot of people are engaging in it, people are winning so much money, and then I got into it. At some point I won like a huge sum of money, and
Okay.
since that time it's like I just feel it's part of me. Like it's something that I just have to do, and even if I don't want to, I just have the urge.
You just find yourself doing it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. That's quite interesting, I must say. If I heard you correctly, you said you started gambling when you were 14 and 15 in high school.
Yeah.
And I would like to know, have there been any history of gambling in your family? I mean, where did that start from? You know.
I think I don't know of a cousin that
Okay.
we lived together in the same house. Myself and him were living in the same room. He used to gamble, and sometimes he will even bring the people inside the room
The apartment where you live.
would sleep,
Okay.
and then like they will gamble there. So I like think I started seeing those things when they will like argue that
Okay.
the rights, they will fight about those things. And so when I went back to school and see people were doing such things, I thought it was fun, so I started doing it as well.
Okay. Okay. So your cousin was a major influence in
Yes.
you picking up
Yeah.
the gambling habit, which now has turned to
Become part of me.
part of you. Okay. Okay. So I would like to ask, what is your greatest motivation? What really motivates you to gamble? Is it the money? Is it just to take off stress, or what is your motivation? What really drives you to
I
gamble?
think it's a couple of several factors, but I'll put the money first. Like, I think I have been kind of having the urge to like, this is a business for me. This is where I make money. This is
Okay.
like something that I used to raise money. So even though sometimes it doesn't turn out that way, that you might not always win, most of the time you like will lose when you play. But it has been a game that I think I always had the belief that I'll make money if I do. So that's one major urge. Again, like it's something that I feel when I am stressed that I should like just go gamble.
Okay. So
Yeah.
what I'm hearing from you is money is the first motivation,
Yeah.
then also stress.
Yeah.
So when you are stressed, you tend to cool off by gambling.
Exactly.
Okay. Okay. So you made mention of money, and you were about 14, 15. I would like to ask, because I would love to bring your family into this equation to understand you better and to understand your reasons for gambling at a young age, so as to make money for yourself. So tell me about your parents. Were they supportive financially? Were they in your life present at the time?
Well, actually, like both my parents at that point were like not living together, and there was a crisis in the country by then. Things were hard. We were going through like rebel war. It lasted for like 11 years.
Okay. What country is that?
Sierra Leone.
Sierra Leone.
Yeah, and
Oh, okay.
I was like 3 years old when the war started, and
Oh.
it lasted for 11 years.
11
so
years.
like half of my life was like not too structured. So just after the war ended, when I went to high school, things were hard. People were trying to recover from the loss and
Okay.
other challenges. So like sometimes you go to school without having lunch or
Oh.
something to take to school.
That
and
must be
like,
hard.
if you have the opportunity to like gamble with colleagues and make money, you're like do it. And sometimes I get lunch through that, and it's became part of me gradually, and then I like just take it as a habit.
Okay. Okay. So we can say the gambling started as a motivation to make money,
Yeah.
because there was not enough money coming in for you in school at the time,
Yeah.
due to of course, the struggles
Situations.
of your parents. Were they separated? Were they divorced? Or were they?
Well, they were not actually divorced. Like it's just because they were trying to ensure that they are able to like take care of the family. So
Okay.
like they were going every now and then in different places to do business.
Oh, okay. So they were working
Make
apart,
money.
and that put a
Exactly.
strain on the family.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
They
So
it's just basic business, not
Okay.
actually that they're working official job. It's just
basic
trade.
business.
Yeah.
They were traders.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Do you have siblings?
Yeah, I do have siblings.
Tell me about your siblings.
Sisters. Well, I only have sisters. I don't have brothers.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
so,
nice.
Like, we grew up and we both like always wanted to see the best for ourselves, and they are like my favorite people.
Oh,
Like them, and then
I can see you're smiling. You must really have some emotional support from your sisters.
Yeah, like we understand ourselves, we understand our family, we like know the struggle that we've been through in life, and like we've always been there for one another.
Okay, okay. That must be really, really interesting. So, speaking about your family, do you have any history of gambling, any issue of mental health illness, any issue of depression, anxiety in your family?
I think for depression, I will like say my mother has something about depression.
Okay.
Like most times she will like freak up and she will be so hard. Like she'll be like mad at everybody. She'll be hard to calm. So like I think that's something that she suffered from.
Okay. So we can from what you just said, you said you can trace a bit of depression from your mother.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
For gambling, I am not sure, but I do think like on one or two occasions, like I've seen my father will like argue to like bet people,
Oh,
but it's not something that I've seen him
frequently.
do. Yeah,
Okay.
but I think on like one or two occasions they'll get into an argument with somebody and he will say let's bet over it, and he
Oh,
might
okay.
like go bring in something. I remember at one time he went and brought in like a set. We call those things, these are musical players.
Okay, music box,
Yeah.
so to speak. Okay.
Yeah. So like he brought it out to like bet somebody for just an argument. I think
Oh, okay.
that could have been
That could have
something.
influenced your decision
Yeah.
subconsciously.
Yeah.
Okay, so if I heard you correctly, you said you saw your dad bet on few occasions.
Yeah.
It wasn't frequent, but that at least made an impression on you. And when you were in school, you were short of money. You needed to bet to get to gamble, so to speak, in order to raise money for yourself and take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, that must be really hard on you as a young man betting. So, did you at any point seek help, or let me ask you, uh, you're here because you are still going through that addiction. So, have you been able to seek any form of help?
I did at some point in Sierra Leone when I was there, but I like tried to manage it for some time, but it was just hard, and I feel like this has been part of me. You try to quit, but you always get the urge because things are hard and it's difficult, it's challenging, and you think that is the only way that you could make money, because if you don't do business, you don't work, the only way that you could like raise fund when you are used to gamble, like you just go and gamble.
Okay. Okay. So how long have you been in the state, and how frequently have you gambled since you moved to the states?
Well, like I've been here like over a year now, and I think a couple of times, like for long, I've been gambling.
Okay.
I usually do it online.
Okay, you gamble online, and
Yeah.
not in person.
No,
Okay, but in Sierra Leone, did you gamble in person or you gambled online
I
as
will
well?
gamble in person and I will gamble online. I'll gamble like in by argument.
Oh,
Like
okay.
there are different way I'll do it.
Okay. Okay. So can you be more specific when you say you've been able to seek some help? What type of help did you get back home in Sierra Leone?
Well, like I try to talk to somebody and see like a therapist to like just help me quit this gambling, because it's actually bothering me and affecting me, and like I just feel like it's not good. I should like just quit it, but I don't know how, and I don't know what to do. So it's been challenging really, and I did for some time, but
But you find yourself going back to the same habit of
Yeah.
gambling.
Yeah.
Okay. Were you placed on any therapy, any medication, any form of treatment back then in Sierra Leone?
Well, they just gave me some counseling and like gave me some advice, and like I was told that if like I could like find something to do that will like just deviate me. So over there in Sierra Leone, like most of the one that I do is like me engaging with people because I don't usually do the online betting. Like the one that they have, there are vendors that you go meet and then you pay them. They will like do the gamble and print the tickets and give
Okay.
to you. So like they told me that I should like just stop going into those places and like just find something like either it could be a walk or like something that I will do that will like just take out my attention and see how best I will be able to manage the situation for a couple of time and get used to it and move on with life. But for sometimes I do try, but
Or is to find yourself going back.
yeah.
Okay. Let me ask. Do you think gambling has affected your relationship with people, like your family, your friends, and even your work?
It
Where do you
does.
work, by the way?
It does. Well, I work in a restaurant.
Okay.
Yeah, it does affect my like family, work, and like even myself. Like
In what ways? In what
psychologically,
ways has it affected you, your family, your friends, and your work? Can you be more specific?
like I feel ashamed to
Oh,
my family,
or
and
you
like
feel ashamed?
yeah, even my family doesn't want me to like engage in these things.
Okay.
Like it just makes me feel so disappointed that
Mm.
I am not the person that they think
You are.
I am. So
Okay.
it's been so bad for me, especially with my family and like for work. Like it's like affects the resources that I acquired because at the end of the day, most of it will be
Spent on gambling.
spent on gambling.
Okay.
And like it does affect me and my family. Sometimes I had to borrow money just to go gamble and like do other stuff.
Okay. Okay. That must be really hard on
Yeah.
you. But I would like to ask: are you're married and you have a family here in the United States with you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Have you had maybe the conversation? Does your wife know that you're gambling, and have you had that conversation with her about your gambling issues?
Yeah, she had been like annoyed over these issues for like a couple of time. We've had issues over it, but she's my wife. I just managed to deal with her and get along. But she is not in support of me engaging in gambling.
Mm.
But it's just hard for me to like quit.
Okay. So have you tried to hide this gambling issue with maybe your friends, with your extended family, or maybe your workers? Have you tried to hide this gambling?
Yeah, I don't want people to even know that I am gambling. Like it's something I don't feel too impressed about. Like psychologically it affects me. Like it makes me feel bad about myself. But again, like I said, it has just been hard. Sometimes when you're stressed, sometimes if you like feel you don't have money, and like I just feel like the only way I will be able to like get something is to go and gamble, and that has just been the case with me.
Okay. Okay. So you've mentioned stress. You've mentioned the habit of gambling,
Yeah,
not because you don't have money, but because you find yourself gambling
yeah,
and all that. Okay. Okay. So I would like to ask this very interesting question, if you don't mind. How have you been able to cope? I mean, what strengths have you really tapped into in order to stop this gambling habit? Because I recall you mentioning that at some point you had to take a break from gambling. Am I right?
yeah.
So tell me about it. How were you able to stop for the
Well,
time?
I was like engaging with friends that were doing music, and it was something that when I was growing up, I think I had talent over. So like I had to join this team. We started like doing some sort of music. So like that was something that was occupying my time because we have to like write,
Okay.
try to see how we could like put put voice into recordings, and
Okay.
like we might listen to certain beats, especially instrument that have been played. Like we try to fit our songs to those instruments. So like it was something that was taking my time. We might like be into it for the rest of the day. We like I was feeling fun over it. I am somebody that like music so much. I like to listen to music, sing music, and even dance to music. So like when I was with those people at that time, I was able to manage the situation for some time. But again, it doesn't go too far, and then we had to like dissolve the group, and after that, I like moved back into gambling.
Okay, so music was a good coping mechanism for you to stay off gambling at the time.
Yeah.
And have you been involved in music recently?
Well, for now, I have not yet because this is like a new environment to me.
A new environment,
Like,
okay.
I have not been able to like interact with people that are doing music,
Okay.
and how will I engage into it. So like everything has just been a bit different from where I am from. So I've not been able to like get people to engage in music.
Okay. So aside music, what else do you do for fun that has helped you in the past or helped you in the past cope better or maybe help you cope recently?
I think I like soccer.
Or you like soccer?
Yeah, and I like playing football as well. Like watching and playing
Okay.
football. So like it's something that I think whenever like there is a game that has my interest, like I would like go at all costs to watch that game. And like if I want to like out of me having the opportunity to play, I would like want to. So like it's something that I truly like to do, and I think it takes a lot of stress and like addictions away from me, because when I am like eager to go and play football or watch football, like I don't think of anything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So more or less, soccer, music
Yeah.
takes your attention off gambling.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, okay, okay. So when you're not gambling actively, uh, what do you really do for fun?
Usually I watch soccer,
Okay.
and I usually listen to music,
Oh, okay.
and sometimes I will just take a rest and sleep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So aside being coping mechanisms, these items just listed now, like soccer and music and taking a walk, they're also your hobbies.
Yeah.
That make you feel good and make you not think of gambling.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So since you moved to the United States, you said you were working, and I would like to ask, what treatment did you really get that you think was not enough, or what are you looking forward to basically?
In a sense, you're asking me.
Yeah, I mean, what is the long term goal for you? What do you think is the long term goal for you?
Well, actually, like I wanted to. The first, I would say, yeah, it's trying to build up a family, but this cannot be achieved without money.
Okay.
And I think I wanted to like get a good job, make money, and try to help my family, educate my children, and then see how I could like live a better life.
Okay. So the long term goal for you is to have a stable family,
Yeah.
be free from addiction, which is the gambling issue,
Yeah.
and basically have a better quality of life that you feel that you deserve.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, okay, that's quite interesting. So I would like to know, how do you feel before you gamble, and how do you feel after you gamble?
Usually, before I gamble, I might have like have the urge, the belief that I will win, and like I am like eager to like get the money, get what I will be acquiring from the gamble. But sometimes after that, I would like feel like not sure if I'm going to win. I might have just gonna lost that money, and like it makes me feel ashamed if I lose the money,
Okay.
and like gave me that kind of stress thinking over, like, yeah, how is this game going to end? Am I going to win? Like it puts me that kind of form of anxiety.
Anxiety.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I will be like thinking, stress about it until I finally get to know the result, whether I like won the gamble or lose it.
Okay. And okay, let's say you win. How do you feel when you win? Do you feel
Well,
excited?
I feel excited, I feel good, I
You feel
feel
good.
lucky,
Okay.
and I usually feel like, yeah, and that's like always motivates me to gamble more.
Okay. And when you lose,
And when I lose, I feel so sad.
you feel so
and,
sad.
Yeah, and I feel frustrated. I will like always feel like this is not good. I shouldn't do it.
Okay.
But it is what it is.
Okay. Okay. And also, have you cut down on your gambling drastically recently, or the same way you used to gamble back home in Sierra Leone is still the same frequency of you gambling in the United States?
I think I do not cut down. It's just like the possibility of gambling over there and the resources needed over there is a bit less than how much is needed here to
Okay.
like gamble. But over there and here, I think it's just the same. I've just been gambling at the same pace. Like
Okay.
I've not been making any improvements in reducing gambling. I don't think so, because yeah, I will see over there, like usually I will buy it like three, four, I'll bet on three, four, five tickets.
Okay.
Unlike here, I will probably bet on one or two. That was because the money over there
Okay.
will like permit you to bet on the number of games, whereas here, like it might only limit you to like one or two.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. So this is where I think, I understand that addiction is part of issues people go through, and you should not be ashamed or feel bad about it. Yes, you feel most times you have the feeling of guilt, of shame, of disappointment, which is okay because different people have different issues at every point in time. But the goal is just to get you uh, to stop drastically uh, this gambling incidents that you're having, and the goal is just to make sure for you to have a better quality of life, like you said, so you can have a stable family, you can be more, in tune with your wife, your friends, and all those relationships that have been strained due to your gambling addiction. So I would want you to not be ashamed about it. It's okay for you to go through those feelings, but the goal is to get better, and the goal is to make sure that you get the best help that you can get. So this is what I think. Now, first and foremost, I would want us to work on a short-term goal. The short-term goal would help you, you know, have guards or have protection around the gambling habits. And one of the short-term goals I would propose as part of your plan for us to go through is for you to join a support group. Now, there is a support group I know of. It's called Gamblers Anonymous, which is GA. So the support group is for everybody who is going through gambling addiction or gambling crisis. So the group offers therapy, it offers healing, and it offers the experience to hear from people like yourself who are going through issues of addiction, and they'll talk about it, and it's more like a safe space for people going through gambling addiction to have conversations around it and not feel ashamed about it. It's a non-judgmental group, and it's confidential. So whatever is said in the group stays in the group. So I don't know if you'd be willing to sign up for that group so that you can have the best of conversations around the addiction.
think that would be helpful, like interacting with people who have been into this situation
Okay.
and trying to quit. I think we might have a lot of testimony and
Yeah.
stories that we will be able to like explain and see the benefit of quitting. I think it will help.
Okay. Okay. Because I think the group would be a great asset for you to build yourself around a support system that's capable of helping you go through this addiction phase. And also part of the short term plan I would want us to introduce into your treatment plan is for you to have a sponsor. What I mean by a sponsor is somebody who has a similar experience but has passed through this experience and is at the stage where he or she can offer help to somebody going through an addiction phase. So what the sponsor does is you every week, at least 3 times in a week, I would advise that you check up on your sponsor by calling him or her. So when you call your sponsor, you are free to have conversations around your addiction. So for instance, if you have the urge to go and bet, instead of listening to that urge, you pick up the phone and call your sponsor and tell your sponsor how you feel and and your current state. So what the sponsor does is, aside from helping you to stay in check, the sponsor offers some form of psychological and emotional comfort to you. Will you be willing to have a sponsor and call at least 3 times a week?
I think I will be. I think I will be able to do that. I
Okay.
will like think of it because I truly and honestly wanted to quit.
Okay.
I just think if I had the right mechanism put in place to help me quit, I will be.
Okay. Okay. So for the long term goal, I would what one of the solutions I would offer for you is antidepressant and mood stabilizers. They may be of great help. Now, what this medication does is, whenever the feeling of anxiety, like you said, the feeling of gambling comes, because gambling comes with a mood. If you're in that mood, you will need some form of medication to help you stabilize your mood. So these antidepressants and mood stabilizers, they would serve as part of your routine drugs you would take. Let's say we'll do a plan for the next 6 months. We'll see what happens. For you calling your sponsor, for you also signing up for Gambling Anonymous, we'll do the plan for 3 months to say, in the next 3 months, let's see how it goes. In the next 3 months, let's see how how you take baby steps to quit gambling and how you can be accountable to your sponsor. Then in the next 6 months, we'll see the effect of these drugs to see if it has helped you better. It has helped you stop, the addiction, or you may want something different. You know, so basically, these are part of the plans I feel we would introduce to you and would follow you keenly and see what happens afterwards.
Okay.
Are you excited about it?
Yeah, I am excited and willing to see, and I am like confident that it might help.
Might help you.
Yeah.
Okay. I like your excitement. Like I said, the goal is to ensure that that you that you have the quality of life you that you really desire.
Yeah, even me, like I am ashamed always to like going back and forth with my wife, like talking to me to stop gambling, and I feel like there is a need to like
To stop
to
gambling.
stop.
Yeah, like I said, it's okay. It's okay for you to have those feelings of disappointment. But that's where you don't have to build the resolve for you to stop, for you to you know do better in terms of make better decisions on the gambling, and we'll see where it goes. So I would like to reiterate that our office is always open to you. I will be giving you my card after this meeting. You can always call me when you have any issues or when you think you need to have a second opinion on certain things. Our resources are always there. You can check on the website to book an appointment, with any of our therapists here in the house. And you can always call me on the phone when you feel you can call me, send me an email, and we'll be glad to be of assistance to you.
Okay, that would be good.
All right, thank you so
I
much for
appreciate that.
coming. Really, thank you for coming, and I hope to see you next week so we can start with the plan, the short term and the long term plan.
Okay, you're welcome.
All right, thank you
too.
so much, and do have a nice day.
Yeah, same to you.
Yeah, bye. Yeah.
Bye.